What's going on, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. We're going to do a final review over the knife that is Smudge Central. You just looked at it wrong and it smudges for some reason on the blade. I don't know why. I can't keep the freaking thing smudgeless. I guess it is a knife, you're going to use it, but daggone, if you're going to do a review over it, you might want to, make it look decent. Daggone. Daggone, I can't keep them off. That's alright, though, because it is a very shiny blade. Shiny, shiny, shiny. Alright, but this is the Black Bolt, Dark Bolt. Oh, I keep saying black. I want to say Black Bolt. It's been like my life for a while. Black Bolt. It's not Black Bolt. It's the Dark Bolt Arcus. Cool little knife. I actually looked some stuff up on this thing, and it kind of won me over. First I thought, like, it's kind of cheap looking. A little cheapy, but actually it's okay. It's actually kind of cool, and it's got a lot of cool features on it, which makes it cool, if you know what I mean. Sorry, stupid. But yeah, I was very surprised by this. It won me over. Um, the blade, when I first got it, was not obviously centered either, so I just fixed that actually too. So between smudges and the blade centering, we're working on it. We're working on it. But the Arcus is something kind of freaking cool because you can open this thing up 5 freaking different ways, which is super cool. So let's go over them real quick. You have the reverse flip on the thumb stud. Very smooth. Thumb flick. There you go. Beautiful done. You have the front flipper right there too. This is one I struggle with, but we got it today. We got it today. And a rear flipper. Nope, that was bad. Let's do it again. Number 4. And number 5 is with this little button right here. Now the cool thing about that is, obviously it shuts the blade, but not only just shuts the blade, it also has a liner lock on it, which is what's crazy about this thing. So that's what kind of won me over, because I remember when I first got this out of the box, I was opening and closing it, and I didn't even realize I was using both the liner and the button to close the stupid thing. And I felt like in the middle of the video, I felt kind of stupid. Felt a little stupid, but that's all right though. Kind of won me over when I realized what I was doing. That was kind of cool. Um, what did they call that thing? They called it their proprietary bolt lock. So that's what that is. So it's a liner. Let me see if I can show you guys real quick. Where's my little flashlight? So right there, kind of. There, you kind of see right there. So it's got the button right there. It's attached to the liner. So you can obviously use the liner lock just right there beside just by itself, or you can use the button. So it's super cool. I like that. I like it. I like stuff like that. It's they're intuitive, creative. We'll just go with creative. They're creative because I'm not using that word right. I know the word. I'm blanking out. But yeah, it's kind of creative, and I like it. I like how creative they were when they made this knife with all the different options of opening it and the two to close it. I just think that's kind of cool. And that's not even. And also, there's another cool feature that I'm getting ready to tell you. I don't know what other blade shapes they have. This is the sheep's foot blade shape. But they also make this to where you can switch out the blades. So you can put a different blade from them in there. I think one was a drop point that I did see. Excuse me. But yeah, so you can even put different blades in there. Now they said like just depending, like yes, you can do that and you can switch them out and stuff like that. They may work perfectly fine. They should work perfectly fine. But there's also points where it may be you may have problems with centering. So that's something you're gonna have to play with, or just like the button lock, stuff like that, or the bolt lock. You just have to play around with stuff like that, get it tuned. It was pretty much what they're saying. You need to tune it up just right. So super cool. It's a lot of cool features. It's kind of just cool. You're not gonna find stuff like this on normal knives, and that's what I really was kind of surprised by this company. They're really kind of cool. Let's clean it up again for the final time, hopefully, and we'll kind of get a zoom in look of it for you. You have a gray G10 on it. Gray G10 scales. Pretty nice. Not too bad. You have your nice little cutout right there, probably for gripping and stuff like that, obviously when you hold the knife. Jimping's great. I didn't understand why it's right there necessarily. I thought maybe it was like a top tab, but it's not. The way it's curved or angled and everything like that. It's not going to work. So it's just a front tab, but I don't know what the back side's for. See, it's not even shown or anything like that. There's nothing to it. It's just sitting inside. And then right here, it's just I don't know, maybe if you learn how to use it enough, like you can maybe get it to flip open like that. I don't, like by putting it back here or something like that, or maybe just it's for the top, like the kind of like that. I don't know. It doesn't make sense to me, but hey, it's good. Great jimping for it though. The jimping's nice on it. Um, Great ergos on it. I like the ergos. I like the blade shape. I like the sheep's foot. So I would probably not switch it out. I'd probably just keep the sheep's foot just because it looks pretty good. Like I said, ergos are pretty good. Not too shabby. You have your little tab right there to keep from um, going too forward on the blade. It's pretty decent sharpening choil right there. And also you have a titanium pocket clip. Now the thing about the titanium pocket clip, this thing is, I'll give it, I don't like the pocket clip. I like the way it looks. Just the action on it. It's like a freaking, it just hurts. Like you're gonna have to make sure it gets down in your pants and your jeans. Not down in your pants. That sounds so bad, right? That sounds bad. Like get down in your jeans, like your pockets. Pockets. Let's go with pockets. Um, it might be a little bit of a fight. Obviously, it's got a little bit of an edge right there, so you can slide it under a little bit. But to get it, it's just it probably just needs broken in. Obviously, that's probably what it is broken in. Time will tell. You have a little pivot hole right there for pivot, lanyard pivot. That's what it was, a lanyard pivot, not I don't even know what I said now. Pivot hole? Yeah, you have a pivot hole. It's a lanyard hole in the pivot. You have back spacers right there, a back pivot also beside it. And that is it for back spacers, just that one right there, which it works pretty well. It's not too bad. But it also has the steel skeletonized liners on the inside also help with that and help with weight and stuff like that. So let's get a real quick length real quick and a weight for you. And like I did say, I don't know if I said it or not, the pocket clip and all the hardware like thumb studs and the button right there. It's actually I don't know about the button. I don't know about that one. I know the thumb studs, the pocket clip, hardware. So it said hardware. I just looked it up in my notes. It said hardware, so I'm assuming maybe that it all looks the same. So maybe it is titanium. Let's get a quick length. So we have about a 3-inch cutting edge. Pretty close, pretty close. And then about a 7.75, excuse me, 7.75 overall length. Let's get a weight real quick now too. Just get it while we're out. Get it out of the way. And I did not talk about the blade, what steel it was. Let's get this real quick. 3.7. So not bad. Not bad. Not too heavy. But the steel liners, I guess, probably are a little heavier. But it being skeletonized definitely kind of helps block that out, which is super cool. Um, what else was there? 20 CV, that's what I was going to talk about. Steel. 20 CV, is it written on there? It's not, is it? It is not written anywhere. What? What kind of knife company does that? Never heard of it. Yeah, okay. So it is 20 CV though, if you wanted to know. It's not anywhere on there, so I'm not crazy. Okay, we're good. Yeah, so this is kind of a really just cool knife overall. Excuse me. A lot of little cool features that you have. If you want a knife that you can just fidget with all the time, has multiple opening mechanisms, closing mechanisms. Excuse me. My throat got dry all of a sudden. And yeah, this is a cool knife. Its price is a little pricey, but it's 169, and that's from the Dark Bolt website. It may be cheaper elsewhere. I haven't looked it up anywhere else yet, but it might be a little cheaper. Like I said, that's just usually on their websites. They're a hairball more expensive most of the time, but obviously not all the time. But yeah, that's all I really got for this little guy. If you guys liked it, let me know in the comment section. If you liked the video, just leave a thumbs up. I greatly appreciate it, and thank you very much. Have a great rest of your day.